revamp Centennial Square, which does not to us seem like a priority for our tax dollars at any rate, but the tree we feel is very important. It's been here long before many of the councils, all of the recent councilors. Trees stay for a long time. City council comes and goes. We want this tree to stay, and if they think they have to revamp our square, to make a plan around it.
Okay, trees like people.
Not that quickly. They take a long time to grow. This is an elder tree, and it's a sort of historic tree in Victoria, and we want it to stay here. We think that they could find designers clever enough to make a plan around the tree. Exactly. It's also been
It's also been a symbol of City Hall forever. And to cut it down, I mean, you lose everything that Victoria kind of stands for. This is a, native land. This is a native tree.
Exactly.
And we have always had it as a symbol around our City Hall. They put in the fountain and things like that, which are totally artificial. This is the only thing we have right here downtown next to City Hall. It should be in every picture. It's a symbol of what we stand for, nature.
Exactly.
Okay, what's your name? How do you spell it?
Virginia Daniel. Virginia.
Okay. Great. Thanks, everybody.
Can I tell you? I'm just going to tell you something. Oh, one of the reasons they gave.
Sorry, what?
One of the reasons they give for destroying it is that it would hide criminal activity.
Oh my God.
Any council. Just take the lower limbs off, make it a beautiful
Shame.
Okay.
not only that, it
What's
was,
your name?
it was said that you can't see what's going on behind the tree from Douglas Street. Well, if you're driving, you should not be looking at the square. If you're walking and want to see, walk into the square. It's a ridiculous reason to cut a tree.
Exactly.
But we'd have to cut every tree down if we couldn't see behind them.
It's totally negative. Yeah. So,
All right.
Poor bashing architecture. Isn't it awesome?
No, sir.
Okay, great.
Police architecture is pretty
Did you
disgusting.
say hello to Alice?
Yeah, I've been talking to her.
We made it here today.
Yeah, we saw each other yesterday.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, sometimes she doesn't even show you.
Yeah. As we age, we rest more.
And
Okay.
When I find myself in forest, Mother Nature calls to me, speaking for the wildlife, save the trees. When we see the forest walk up, all the bird songs call to me, speaking for the bird life, save the trees. Save the trees, save the trees, save the trees, save the trees. Speaking for the wildlife, save the trees. When I walk beside a river, all the fishes call to me. Save our clear water, save the trees. When I walk with my grandchildren, all of nature calls to me. Speak for generations, save the trees. Save the trees, save the trees, save the trees. Save the trees, save the trees, save the trees, save the trees. For future generations, save the trees.
Woo!
Mush with money?
Yeah.
So that's something that concerned us.
We should come closer.
Rita would like to come up and read a letter, and we're hoping each of you
So,
might come up
come in
and say
closer.
what you feel about this situation.
And come in closer if you can't hear. And you have to speak really loud.
I just, there's one
Come closer, Frida.
part of an email that I got this morning.
Okay.
Someone who can't make it. I'm not going to mention any names.
Cool.
But this is what she said. It's been confirmed.
Frida, we can't hear you.
It's been confirmed that the Sequoia roots, while extensive throughout the square, do not threaten any infrastructure as far as he knows. It's the design plan that these roots may interfere with, as you all probably know.
Thank you. That's what someone else told me who knows the tree. Like, who knows trees, but I didn't get what they meant.
Yeah.
And can't they just adapt? If they have all that money, make the fountain work. If the piping needs replacing, replace it. You know what I mean? Like, people love that fountain. It's been, go ahead.
May I speak?
Yes, please,
Yeah.
please, everybody. We want to hear from you.
Speak loud so people can hear.
Sure. Hey, it's thanks for being here. My
Thank
name's
you.
Mike.
Like me, like Kim.
Okay, Mike.
And this, he just introduced himself as Micah.
Hey,
Can we have a
so
little bit of quiet because people are...
Can people please be quiet?
Please.
Jamie,
Have a
can
bit
you
of-
please come in? People want to share in the circle. Thank you.
What you do?
Just to listen and share if you can, yeah.
cherries. Thank you.
Go ahead.
So I've only done a little bit of research so far. I understand this tree was planted in the 60s to commemorate Victoria's 100th anniversary or something like that.
The Sequoia?
Some of the talking points that bothered me in City Hall were the one where they say they're trying to make Centennial Square more accessible. Centennial Square is already completely accessible.
Exactly.
The ramps are nice and shallow, and there's plenty of shade for people who need shade. I think the only thing that isn't accessible is surveillance. Police surveillance, and their gaze cannot currently access the entire square from the entire sidewalk. And that's
Too bad, exactly.
the only thing that comes to mind.
Can you pass them this way
They
too?
might have to walk around.
Excuse me.
They might have to use their legs
I need
for
some.
now.
It's shaky.
They'd rather go to the gym.
Thank you.
They say they want to
Oh,
make
thank
Centennial Square welcoming for everybody. And I
Exactly.
wonder if everybody in their definition includes people without money and without shelter.
That's right.
At the moment,
It doesn't.
everybody is welcome to be here.
That's right.
Everybody can occupy this space, however much money you have, and whether or not you are sheltered. I would prefer that we kept it as is. The Sequoia tree is a main ingredient of that.
Exactly.
I'm with the group Community Trees Matter Network, which is kind of folded into this group and they're all over the place. This kind of tree, the giant sequoia, actually is very historic in its arrival in British Columbia. It came from the Sierra Mountains in California in small, seedlings by a man called Green. Not the one who built the house where the art gallery is, but another Green. And they were coming up with the gold rush. So these trees have been in Victoria since the gold rush time. And if you walk down Rockland Avenue, you'll see hundreds of them. And the one down below in Richardson is really big. These rows is 3,000 years of age.
Yes, so
And
beautiful.
here in Nevada mountains. These trees mean a whole lot to us getting our oxygen, because guess what's going by all the time out there? Fossil fuels, right? They have great beauty and they're celebrated at Christmas, they're decorated. That's when children might want to come down.
That's right.
Right now, there's not a big appeal. So they're trying to cut down this tree for the police or whoever else. Plus, underground tell us, you know, technology should not come before nature.
Yes.
This is an example of that whole thing. Underground wires come first. No, they don't. No, this tree comes first. Thank you.
It's a gold rush. That's about 100.
And I just want to respect that.
A long time. And Rockland has the highest tree canopy.
I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Good, great.
Don't be shy. I love it. I love it.
There we go.
I had no idea it was so young, and it gives me the shivers in a way, because we would chop this tree down, would be sporting not only a beautiful thing, so healthy. It's one of the most healthiest sequoias I've seen, but it would be like killing a child,
Exactly.
which is a terrible thing. But what I think of when I look at it, I think of all the overworked, overstressed, out of touch people over the years who have worked at City Hall and have come out and found a little bit of peace, a little bit of sanity, and a little bit of nature by being close to this tree. And I'm just making a mental note to come and visit it more often.
Especially
And I
now.
encourage you to bring your friends and come visit it more often as well.
Seniors, you might
And
know.
see that thing,
It's going
coming
just
through
across the
the
country.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
it's a miracle.
Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, can I?
Can I just ask a question? Oh, sorry.
So this tree,
And yeah, you can.
neighbor, relative really, the Midwoods, once covered all of the western coast of North America, from southeast Alaska to northern California. And over time have been replaced by what we could call perhaps the modern coniferous trees. And the remnants that remain, as it was pointed out, are in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, and otherwise have been planted in places like Victoria. I know someone also who plants redwoods in clear-cuts at Clackwood Sound. And so there's a regeneration that's happening. But it is absolutely criminal to be taking this tree down. We need to show proper respect for this grandfather, this grandmother, however we call it. And these trees have stood, some of these trees, as it indicated, somebody indicated, can grow and live till 3,000 years. And at this time, they have become endangered by wildfire again. So wherever we have a tree that we can protect in this family, we need to do so. And another thing that I'd like to say is, as this gentleman pointed out so accurately, this is all about crowd control. This is all about police activity. It's all about, as he said, surveillance. There's no doubt about it. This tree is an incredible asset. There are no human structures that can remotely compare to the majesty, the brilliance, really,
Yes.
of these trees.
Yes.
So it must remain. And we must stand for it.
Can I just ask, I guess to you, what is the brown on the tree, the dead parts? Where'd that?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I don't know.
It's just amazing.
I think they stopped watering it. The tree, Jared,
Someone
the
here.
tree near on George, near were 75 doors in the complex. It was starting to get like that, and they started really watering it heavy every day, and now it's totally green.
See, I thought they was
I wonder if
underwater.
that's not part of their way of getting rid of it.
That's what I was worried about, sister.
What we need to do is come and water it.
I think we need to go, somebody from the group can go to City Hall today, like now, and ask about this and we could start a daily call-in to ask about and find out when it's being watered now, but I think we should go today and put a formal request in to ask.
And Parks Department is actually involved with all the watering of all the trees that have been planted in maintenance. So it would be good to phone the Parks Department. The councillors are on holiday.
How do we get a hold of the Parks Department?
If you just look up City of Victoria Parks Department.
Do they have an office in there?
No, their office is at Beacon Hill on Cook Street.
So office Beacon Hill, Cook Street.
And sometimes you phone and you get put on an answering machine. But I would still phone every day because I'm going to phone about some other trees that needed watering.
I think I will.
Can you come with me? Can you come with me? Yeah, right on. Is anybody into coming into City Hall with me to make a formal inquiry? Right on, cool. Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah, cool. Right on. I just don't want to miss anything juicy here. The City Hall ain't going anywhere. We'll go in together. Right on, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
sure.
Because I was actually wondering about that.
I just remembered that the budget for this project is over $12 million.
Oh my God.
To take the tree down and to renovate the square.
They want to remove the undesirable, so they want to take away the fountain. They say that it's getting in the way of some tiling or whatever. But $12 million, they could put a new fountain, take care of watering the tree more, bring some of the grass back for people to lounge.
Yeah, man. Plus, that is food money.
It's food money.
Money that we can use to feed ourselves.
Shelter money?
If you want to talk to the mayor and council, they have every second Thursday night. You get 3 minutes, and you can sign up ahead, and they have like 6 spots.
That's right.
So if 6 of us signed up, now the first one's already booked by a group about biodiversity. That's the first one in September, but there'll be another one towards the end of September.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you can just either send a video or you can just stand up and say, I care about this. And that's a way of talking directly to the mayor and council.
And they love getting emails. They love getting emails.
No, they get 2,000 a week.
No, but they do listen to the lobby of the right in those emails. And they quote them and they go to record. So
Yeah,
it's good to know.
They just told me last night I talked to Chris Coleman, he said he gets 2,000 a week.
Yeah.
It's really hard to pay attention. So if you want them to pay attention, go there in person for 3 minutes and speak from your heart. Because a lot of people just mumble about something but say, no, I care about it. And you don't want to cut down. Someone's going to change themselves to this. But just make your point.
Oh, it will happen. People love this square. So, cool.
The other thing about the Sequoia tree, you might notice on Rockland Avenue, as they mature, you can see under them.
Exactly.
The greenery is higher and higher.
True.
And there's a great big, stem, whatever you call that goes up the middle of the trunk.
Yeah.
The trunk of the tree. So
Yeah.
And you can, if you walk down Rockland Street where there's tall sequoias, you can see the house in there, you can see the garage.
Have they been limbed though? Have the bottoms been limbed off? Do you know?
I think they were, actually. The ones in Beacon Hill were in 2020 for the same reasons.
No, the bottom branches.
The bottom branches.
Yeah.
They can prune it, they're just not doing it.
They're just not doing it. That's
It's
exactly
just better not to, because the idea is it cools the ground.
Yeah.
It cools the ground, and when they take the lower trees off, it starts heating the ground again.
Sure.
So it's actually,
Grannies are getting too hot in the sun.
yeah, cool.
And we're wondering if anyone else has something they'd like to say. And if not, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks everybody for coming out, and we'll be there.
Do you want to do me a favor when you go into City Hall? Can you be here a few more minutes?
Yeah.
Cool.